Hi, beautiful people. It's Zawadi Morris, a BK reader, and me too. For another edition of Brooklyn Sauce. We're here at Anvil Tattoo.
Electric Anvil.
Electric Anvil Tattoo here in Crown Heights.
I can't wait to get an appointment because I like tattoos. You like tattoos, Steve?
I don't have a tattoo personally, but Michi, do you?
I do. I have 5, and I have 1 too.
Can we see one of them?
What?
Do you have one that you can show?
3 right here. I have 2 others.
And we're going to go in the back and talk to the owner, Josh, who's going to give us a little background on what tattoo is, what it entails, and if you're a first timer, what you should be thinking about. So, are you ready to go inside? Ready to put on our mask? Okay.
But I can't wait. Right.
Okay. Ready? Let's go.
Hi, my name is Josh Agnew, co-owner of Electric Anvil Tattoo. Always try to be a very open, welcoming shop. We have a lot of people that have been getting tattooed by us for a long time, and because of that, I think really just a lot of word of mouth. Word gets around when you treat people right. Being welcoming to everyone and having a good time in the process, making it just comfortable for people. Tattoo shops historically could be kind of a little gruff back in the day, and people will be a little scared to come in certain places, that sort of stuff. And we just work to make it, especially first timers, not quite as scary. I went to a visual arts high school in Florida, where I'm from, and I was always doing that sort of stuff. Later got into doing graffiti. My grandmother and my aunt were both painters, so it's something I've always done. My dad was is architect, so he even just drawing technical drawings. I always had that sort of stuff around. But it was a lot of that. It was just tattooing friends. It was just kind of free tattoos on friends, and anyone I could get in. It's there's points you'd just be out with friends at dinner or whatever, and somebody would say something we can go back right now after dinner and do this. Just especially being young and amped to do stuff, and just yes, itching for any opportunity to get a little practice. And then a lot of that practice is also on myself. It's not gonna be nearly as painful as you have it built up in your head. Generally, almost always people, once I start, I'll do a small little line to get you started and ask people how they're feeling, and they're usually oh, that's it. Granted, there are parts of the body that hurt more than others, but usually people have it in their head that this is going to be this excruciating, horrible thing. People have said throughout the years, tattoos can be addictive or whatever. I think that's where it comes from. It's once that fear is gone, it's not really the addiction as much as they realize oh, I can do this. It's not that bad. I tell people, if they're familiar with yoga or meditation, get in that mode. Concentrate on your breathing. Don't hold your breath. Your body freaks out and you're not getting oxygen. Historically, I've dealt with people that wanted maybe they didn't have a lot of tattoos and they want something big on their neck right away, especially if they're young, or whoever their significant other is at the time. They want their name on it, in a spot like that. I've try to talk to people out of stuff or make them think, or come back tomorrow, or come back next week, or really think this through. Or if you want a face tattoo, you look like you're 18 years old. It's try to talk them through how much that alters your life. Do you really have everything planned out as much as you think you do right now? We have a lot of people who have different specialties. Johnny's he's out here working now, does very fine single needle work, very tiny little stuff. Tron does very folk art, kind of inspired artwork, and very old traditional style stuff. I do a lot of Japanese work. We got some that do very traditional Americana tattoos. So Jeremy does very beautiful black and gray, really smooth black gray work. So we kind of have a lot of bases covered all together. That's part of being open to everyone, that there's somebody here that can very likely do what you're looking for. If you can come get a good script name, you can get a portrait done, you can get Japanese sleeve, you can get traditional panther. You can find Electric Anvil Tattoo in Crown Heights, Brooklyn, 648 Franklin Avenue. Yeah, come on down and get a tattoo.